Hello and welcome to the video, and in this video I'm going to tell you how to get an aesthetic body. Are you tired of going to the gym and not getting that physique that you desire? Maybe you've been going to the gym and either you're looking too big and bulky or you're too little and scrawny. To me, training is all about building that aesthetic physique. I don't want to be a big fucking meaty bodybuilder. The thing that I'm looking for again is that aesthetic look, like the sort of physique that looks really good on the beach or when you see in movies of, like, say for example Brad Pitt and Troy. So in this video I'm just going to basically give you a raw, uncut, step-by-step guide of how to build an aesthetic body, breaking it down so it's nice and simple for you to go and follow. And then at the end of this there's also a workout video with some extra training tips on building an aesthetic physique. So just before we get into this video, Scottish bros and clients, make sure you smash a like on this video, because I dream big and I want to be the best, and I want this video to get out and help loads and loads of people. I need your help to do that. Everyone else, you're obviously welcome as well. Please smash that like and join the lifting lifestyle and help this family grow. But anyway, let's go get into the video. So with this approach, basically this is what I do, and what I've done for the last 10 years being into training, and it's what I do with every single one of my clients who come looking to build an aesthetic physique. Now I only train guys, so I just focus primarily on the male body. So with building this aesthetic physique, it's actually really not that complicated. However, there is a few factors that you need to focus on to get the best results possible so you look aesthetic year round. So first of all, just before we jump right into it, I'm going to give you a little background on myself and why I started getting to the gym. So basically, I wanted to try and get girls. Okay, I was really insecure about the way I looked. I never felt confident enough to go up and speak to girls. I used to compare myself to my friends and say, oh, they are better looking than me, they have a better body, they've got more muscle, and I just basically felt really insignificant standing beside my friends trying to speak to girls. Honestly, I never spoke to a girl sober for like years, and I believed building up my physique would give me the confidence, and to be honest, it has. I was a guy who never wanted to be seen with my top off, now I'm the guy who never has my top on. So building up your physique, it won't fix all your problems, but it definitely will help build up your confidence in yourself. So let's get right into it. What makes an aesthetic physique? So again, as I said, there's a couple of factors, but the biggest thing is going to be the shape of your body. It's not about just having really big muscles. You can actually look really aesthetic and not have a lot of muscle at all. You need that perfect ratio, and the main thing we're looking at is going to be your shoulders to hip ratio. So as I say, when any female is looking at a male's body, and the thing that picks up their attention first isn't how big your biceps is, it's that V taper you have from your shoulders going down to your waist. If you can emphasise this V taper and fill out the muscles in the right area, you will have a really aesthetic body that looks good to pretty much everybody on the planet. So to achieve this aesthetic physique, the things we need to focus on is first of all building muscle in the right places, and then once you've built the muscle, you want to also focus on trying to stay lean, because being lean is going to give you that crazy V shape. If you're just big and bulky, what you'll find is your waistline will get bigger and it'll take away from the aesthetic of your physique and you'll look more blocky. So let's get into it. So we'll start by focusing on the training side of things. So the first thing I'm going to say is you need to train in a gym. You can build a good body with body weight exercises. However, it's going to be a lot easier in the gym. You're going to advance a lot quicker and you're going to have different pieces of equipment to basically fine tune certain little parts of your physique, okay? So how many days you train is going to be varied on your level. What I recommend you do to start with is focus on training 4 days per week. My favourite split for somebody who's trying to build an aesthetic physique and they're training 4 days per week is going to be upper, lower, push, pull. This gives you just enough workout days to fit in all the kind of exercises and the volume that you need to get with your training. It is important to train legs, so please do not skip leg day. You can train 5 days, you can train 6, definitely. If you're going to be training 5 and 6 days, I definitely recommend having 2 leg days because you cannot skip leg day. If you have skinny legs, it will definitely make your physique still look silly. For the 6 days, I highly recommend, if you're new to training, like, stay away from 6 days of training. It's a lot, it takes a lot of time to recover from, but we'll get into that later on. The best rep ranges to focus on while you're training to build up muscle, good solid muscle, is going to be anywhere between 6 to like 15 reps. So you can basically split that and focus on say like 6 to 9 reps, which is like a lower half of that rep range, and then maybe say 8 to 15, which is obviously the higher end of that rep range. Switch up, kind of focusing on the rep ranges for different muscle groups and different exercises, and that's going to keep your muscle kind of guessing, and it's going to basically allow you to kind of continuously grow for a longer time as well. So we spoke about what makes aesthetics. So obviously you need to get to the gym and train, but what do you need to train? So for me, the main muscle groups that are going to make up the aesthetic physique, as I've said previously, is going to be shoulder development first of all, lat development to bring in that V taper. Chest development is going to be crucial for that, and then obviously you kind of want to fine tune with the arms and stuff like that as well. Abs are pretty easy to train for. You'll need to hit them a little bit and they'll basically come in. If you get your body fat low enough, you will see your abs. Training them is going to make them that little bit more kind of sticky outy, but overall you don't need to train your abs a shit ton. So there's a huge variety of exercises that you can be doing. Instead of me naming every single exercise that you should do, I'm just going to basically tell you some ones that personally I would never go without. So the first thing is going to be pull-ups. They're going to be the ultimate exercise for developing your back. Switching up the grip is going to help train different parts of your back as well. To mainly hit the lats, focus on a parallel grip. So not so much wide grip, parallel. That would be one of the main ones I would say you can't go without. Secondly is going to be a flat dumbbell press. Incline bench press can target your upper chest, yes. However, flat dumbbell bench press is going to help develop the biggest chunk of your pecs, and it's going to make them grow that bit quicker. And then you can worry about like fine tuning the upper chest. Next up for shoulders, my two favourites for shoulders that again I can't go without is some sort of shoulder press. So it can be seated dumbbells or barbell overhead press, which is personally my favourite. And then obviously you have lateral raises. Now, this can be done with cables, dumbbells, whatever. Me personally, I just love the dumbbells. They're just such a classic exercise and I love doing them. So that's the main exercises I say that you need to focus on. If you want a workout to follow, check out the link below, there's going to be more information there. But they are the four that I could not live without. Pull-ups, flat pressing, shoulder pressing, lateral raises. Next up we have recovery. This is an important one that many guys always forget about. They think they can go to the gym and just keep training and they will grow. Unlucky mate, you actually don't grow in the gym. Where you do all your growing is actually when you are resting. So recovery is super important. I'm not going to go into all the different things you can do to recover. The main thing you need to know is going to be, first of all, take rest days. Definitely, I'd recommend at least 2 per week, and make sure you're getting good sleep at night. So a couple of things for make sure you're getting good sleep. Firstly, aim to be within the 7 to 9 hours sort of range for sleeping. Stay off your phone before you go to bed. Like give yourself like at least an hour or two before you go to bed if you're going on your phone. Next up, we're going to focus on your diet. So the most important thing that I'm going to say, listen in young guys, do not dirty bulk. Don't start just eating everything in sight. That is going to do so much damage for your physique when you're trying to build a nice aesthetic body. It's just going to make you fat, it's going to make you spotty, and it's probably going to slow down the rate of which you actually grow muscle mass as well. There's some studies that basically show if you have a higher level of body fat while trying to build muscle, it's actually going to affect how well you can build muscle. So first of all, when it comes to the diet side of things, depending on if you are bulking up or cutting down, it's going to affect how much you're going to eat. If you actually need to watch a video on how to set up your diet, watch this video linked up here. So a couple of tips with your diet. First of all, of course, is track it. If you're not tracking it, what the fuck are you doing? Secondly, is going to be prioritise good foods. Focusing on good whole foods are going to give you the best physique possible, because not only are you getting the nutrients that you need, they're also a better quality, meaning your body is going to get more use out of them. Last little tip on your diet is going to be obviously focus on getting lots of fruit and veg in. Kind of goes without saying, of course. Me personally, I like to prioritise getting in more fruit rather than veg. So out of my like 5 a day, I tend to go for say like 80% fruit or 20% veg. I think about veg as just a filler for my meals. So focus on having a good, healthy diet. Again, if you need any help in your diet, either watch this video to set it up or contact me down below and I'll give you a meal plan, because that's what I fucking do. Next up, another little tip that goes a long way, it's really simple to do, is going to be water. Make sure you are drinking plenty of water. Bonus points if you go for spring water, because tap water is for bots, you should know that by now. Secondly is going to be aiming for like a good amount of water per day. So anywhere 3 litres plus is going to be a really like amazing marker for me. Next up, another thing when it comes to aesthetics that what I noticed basically with myself, right, was I usually basically go to the gym and like go out pretty much every single weekend, stay out like Friday to Sunday and just be on it, and I would set it up so it fitted in my diet. Now, something that I definitely noticed was I made my best gains, and I'm making my best gains when I'm not drinking. Like the whole drinking process, although you can make it fit into your diet, it definitely does affect, first of all, your ability to build muscle, because when your body is processing alcohol, it actually doesn't process things like protein, carbs, fats. It just focuses on getting the alcohol out of your system, because believe it or not, your body doesn't want to be drunk. So it tries to get that out and puts everything else on the back burner. So that means if you've, say for example, trained arms on a Friday and you're out Friday night, the nutrients that you want going in to help your muscles repair, they're actually getting put on the back burner, meaning your muscles are starved of the nutrients because you're trying to get rid of the alcohol in your system. So that does massively affect it. Obviously you've got the hangover. If you're rough, doesn't matter how fucking hardcore you think you are, you're not going to get a good workout if you're rough trying to train. Sorry, it's just the truth. And thirdly, obviously it affects your hydration as well. So a lot of things that come with that. So I would recommend trying to cut down on the drinking and partying as much as you can. I find a very, very good spot to be in is like if you do like once to twice per month. It's going to also make your nights out much better. You're going to look better on them. You're going to have more money for them. It's definitely a good thing to do to cut down drinking. So try not to drink as much. Don't be a waster, please. Okay, so last things, just to kind of round up some little things to fast track you to aesthetics. Obviously supplements are going to help. Sponsored by a supplement company called Spartan, so of course I've got to plug them. Spartan Protein, they're amazing. Supplements that I recommend that you get is going to be creatine, because creatine is actually going to make you look a little bit bigger and fuller pretty much instantly. It helps you hold more water in your muscles. Next up is going to be vitamin D. Vitamin D is going to help with testosterone production. The reason you need vitamin D is because you don't get sunlight in the UK, fuck's sake. And finally, fish oils can be pretty good as well. Now, if you eat a lot of fish in your diet, that's perfectly fine. You don't need fish oils. Me personally, I don't eat a lot of fish, so fish oils is something I like to add in to my diet to keep me as healthy as possible. Now that's going to be the main things that you need to focus on for an aesthetic physique. So a couple of things just before you go. First of all, if you need to set up your diet, watch this video again. Secondly, if you need a full workout to follow, check out this video. Now a couple of things just before we go on to the training section of this video. First of all, if you've enjoyed this video and you liked the information, please give it a like, it really helps the channel grow. Secondly, if you've got any questions, please leave a comment. Again, I would love to answer your questions. If you're enjoying the video, don't forget to subscribe and go enjoy the rest of the workout. Hello and welcome to the workout. Today it's a push workout. Again, the main focus for me right now is going to be shoulder development, mainly that front deltoid. Okay, so usually I'd be doing a barbell seated shoulder press, but to change things up, I'm doing Smith machine press to start off with. Now this offers a bit more stability, but the movement pattern's slightly different. Now from time to time, it is good to change up your exercises, but you shouldn't be doing a new exercise every week, changing it up consistently. It's about kind of sticking with the same stuff and progressing in the name. But anyway, doing this for the video. So here's a little form tip for when you're actually lifting the weight to build muscle. You want to think about exploding up as fast as you can and then lowering down nice and slow. That's called tempo, and that's what you want to use to gain big muscles, bro. Right there, you might have noticed I was doing like kind of half reps. They're called partials. They're pretty good for just getting past failure. Really good, especially with kind of side delt sort of movements.